Hey guys, it's Brick, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. In the last episode, we defeated the Dragon Rider and the old Dragon Slayer, along with dying for the first time due to stupid circumstances. We got a lot of ground to cover, so I'm not going to waste any time this episode. Come right around here, grab yourself a Monastery Charm, which cures poison, and it's pretty useful. Once you get a lot of them, anyway. You always get hesitant about using things we don't have a lot. Pile your way through this guy. There's a few more of these big, lovable palookas down here, and by lovable, I mean murderous enders of lives they are. Especially in groups of two. These ones with shields always have so much health. Okay. No, that's fine. Just whiff that attack. That totally makes sense. Oh. Well, I'm just getting hit for no reason at all. And now we're hitting walls. Good start. Alright. That was a waste of an Estus, but it will not take too long to get more. There's a fair amount of items in this corner. Old Knight Halberd. Human effigy and some dark troches. That is just atrocious. Come on down here. Hello, big man. You big evil palooka, you. Now gonna beat you senseless for what you did. Your brothers caused this pain to you. Remember that. This is their fault. Now, if you'll go over to the left over here, you'll see that there's absolutely nothing. Don't believe any notes over there that say there's an illusory wall, because there isn't. Everyone's a jerk in this game. But seriously, we got a lot of ground to cover. This may be a long one. I may actually save the boss for the next episode, which we'll see when I get there, but I'm going to assume that will be the case, because this is a marathon. Go ahead and hop on this elevator. Stepping on the center switch. Whew. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing alright, waving my sword back and forth, you know. The usual, slapping you, giving you a little backhand. A little more? Oh, you want more? Alright, get to the bottom. And we're going to be in literally the same shape of room, but this time it has water, which is kind of just dickish, honestly. It slows us down pretty considerably. We got to fight these guys now with a little less spring in our step. But as long as you're good at rolling, who gives a crap? They have the same damn attack every time. They just make it too easy. The only reason they could possibly kill anyone is if there were two of them, you know? And if you die to two of them, well, that's just understandable, obviously. This is actually the correct way to go. Whoops. Don't go that way yet. I'm wasting time. Go ahead and run up these stairs instead. And up here, guess what we're going to find? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. No, I'm not going to give you a hint. Well, you're going to find a broken door. Nothing special about it. Don't fool yourself. And on this other side, we'll find a chest, which you should whack for good measure. Pop it open and grab yourself the knight set, which you may already have if you started as a knight. Now let's run on back down and go through that hole in the wall. We about to enter Pirate's Cove! I don't know why I do that. Arrgh. Go ahead and run forward. Hello. What great instruction I give. Go ahead and run forward. If you don't know how to do that by now, you should refer to my first guide. My first episode. That should probably teach you how to move. Come on in here and meet a familiar face.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you.
Nice.
Of course, I've no idea what it is.
Which is peculiar, isn't it?
Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself with two things: my sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to... Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true, I can only hope that they are.
Well, well, well. Lucatiel takes off her mask and reveals her face, which has... Is that a tattoo or a scar or something like that? Who knows? She is a really interesting character. She's obviously going hollow, but seems to have some sort of denial about it. Take a seat after that and she will disappear. Maybe she just doesn't remember that she's hollow. God, it's kind of horrifying. I would not want to be immortal if it meant that I lost everything that made me me. Now, when you walk out here, this guy's gonna already shoot arrows at you. Just wake up. Your guard duty is not over. Go ahead and ignore those guys over there. And run across this. Don't fall in the water right there, as I have many a time. Come on in here. He's gonna break the table because he's mad. He lost a game of chess earlier and just doesn't know how to handle anger. Knock those pots and pans down, very important. Go ahead and climb up here. Grab yourself a chest full of goodies. What goodies, you say? Well, one goodie, a Titanite shard, which is, you know, never a bad thing. Now, meet the Varangians, or Varangians, depending on how you want to pronounce it. They are the pirates, or Vikings of Pirates Cove. They look like Viking pirates, honestly. Bit of both. They hit pretty hard, and they attack in combos, so they'll hit you a lot. So be careful for that, because you don't want to get hit a lot, ever. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to. I'm gonna leave you there. Come on this way. Down here. Grab some items. Okay, I have to take care of you. Would you? Look at him. He's so dumb. Hold on. Let me remedy this. Do I have arrows? I do. I have a fire arrow just for you. Boom. There we go. Now up in here. Hello, Roofman. Gonna deal with one pirate and two regular hollows. I recommend you just murder the pirate outright like that, and then take care of the hollows, which also doesn't take that much. It's all about one-on-one with your enemies. Make sure you're fighting one at a time. Oh, good, another foot soldier sword. We all know how good that is. Grab some dark pine resin from in there, which is quite interesting. Ah! Is how you'll probably react when you see him. Go ahead and light a torch and see what happens when you get near these guys. They do not like the light. It gives you a ton of free hits when you have a torch. In fact, until they do... Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Impatient! He didn't show it, but there's a thing they do. Oh, tattered cloth. Nice, that's a set. There's a movement they do that shows you that they're no longer afraid of your fire and will just come after you. Grab some iron arrows. Good, that means I don't have to waste any more fire ones. There's nothing out there. Put that fire away. We only have like 1 billion hours on the torch, so it could run out at any moment. Come up here. This guy will throw oil at you. Don't get hit by oil. Oil's is bad news bears. It is bad news bears. Stand on this because you can. And then come on in here. more pirate scum, yar! Is there something in here? I feel like there is. And I feel like I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna be upset. Aha! Break that down. Grab yourself a ring of life protection, which is extremely useful when you have a lot of souls, but you don't want to go back to a bonfire. I'm just gonna... There's two of them in here. You can see that dude's sword's poking out. Alright, have I been oiled? 'Cause that's not good. If you get oil on you and then a fire arrow hits you, it's gonna blow you up and do a lot of damage. So be warned. This is a formal warning. Oh, a little bit of their... Ah, dog. Watch out for dogs. They're in here. And they hit fast and they hit hard. And they can make you bleed. Now this room right here. Very important. There's nothing in there. I don't know why it's there. Why is it there? Why is it there? Just one. Let me check something in my inventory. Okay, never mind. I was just making sure of something. Alright, before we go that way, go back down these stairs that we came. That's where we just went. And come this way. Give these guys a poke. Wait, hold on. Don't want to waste any more fire arrows because I might want to use them on explosive barrels. Go ahead. Oh. Quick note, you fire your secondary arrow with the right trigger rather than the right bumper. Get these guys on over here. Come on. You don't want to fight them where they are because there are archers watching from above, and dealing with multiple enemies is never the answer. Doggy. Boop. God, stop. Stop it. You're a bad dog. Bad dog. Okay. Archers are up there. They're going to start shooting at you. There is a Pharos stone right here, and what it will do is it will light a massive chandelier that will light up a large portion of the map, which will make a lot of those dark stalker things, the creepy ass long-armed ghoulish things, turn away in fear, and they will not really fight you. They'll hide in houses that are dark. You can do it, but this lockstone can be used for other things that's not true. Don't go there. The lockstone can be used for other better things up ahead, so don't do that. Don't swing your sword around or knock anything around out here, because we got some sleeping beauties in here that you can get the jump on if you don't. There are a total of 3, so killing those 2 early makes this section a lot easier. You don't have to deal with 3 dudes, you just got the 1 idiot that's throwing oil at you from across the room. Come on over here, give it a solid whack, as is customary in Drang Lake. And grab the bandit set with the bandit axe as well. Very nice. Ooh, yes, very nice. Ooh. Make haste up this, because that guy sometimes, what are you doing? He'll sometimes, okay, there he goes. Sometimes he'll try and drop on your head, and it hurts. Ow! Kill him. Really glad I'm not full of oil. He dropped an, aw, son of a bitch. Item he dropped fell through the stairs. What a jerk. Kill this guy too. There's a lot of those guys. Get used to fighting them. All of them have the same weapon. All of them do the same thing. And they all hit decently hard. Now open this. They're all somewhat of a threat. Repair powder and a titanite shard, very useful. Blacksmithing supplies essentially. We hear stomping up above. I wonder what that could be. Now, you can go this way. Not yet, though. We have to find our way through. Give this a little... Oh, nice. I actually made that. Holy crap. This is up above to the right of the top of the staircase. There's nothing in this room either. Totally pointless. We're going to go up this way. Grab a torch and light it up if you haven't lit the middle thing. Make it, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to rescind that. Take the torch away and fight these guys one at a time. There's a fair amount of them in this area. They have some attacks that will simply ignore any sort of poise break you're doing. So make sure after 1 or 2 attacks right off the bat, you back up. This guy right here. Get him to do a swing. Go Go in for a couple attacks. Back up. For some reason, I've never been hit by that first swing there. They do a lot of bleed, as you can see from my bar. Heavy boots. I don't think I've seen them drop that. Huh. The more you know. Oh, what up, bitch? Oh, is your face hurt? I hope so. I hope your face is bleeding. Nice. Those swings were totally, they contacted all of them. Ow! Well, he hit me. There you go. I'm bleeding. Reduces your stamina and does a fair amount of damage as well. So be warned. Bleeding is bad. Bleeding's bad. Good. Good. Whew. Cleared them. Come out onto this little outcropping and grab this item, which is a spell, as a matter of fact. Now, if you drop down right here, you can open that gate for the shortcut. I'm going to get there my own way. So, just as a tip, if you're having a hard time with this area, do that. We hear the sound of drinking up above. Go ahead and open this. And then you should probably back up. Because they're going to break the wall. Ow. Alright, we got 3 of them to deal with now. Bad news bears. Now would be a good time to have that torch. Oh, sick. I threw it that way. That's what I meant to do. They don't seem to care much for fire in their face. They're just afraid of light. Ow. Okay, 1 down. If you can avoid that one that dropped down from the ceiling, you can avoid him coming down if you can. That's obviously going to be better than this nonsense. Grab ourselves a tattered cloth hood. Another piece of the tattered cloth puzzle. Heal up. We only got 1 flask left. That is most unfortunate. Come on up. 1 more Darkstalker. I think it's 1 more. I say it very hopefully. Stop tagging me. God. Hop on in here. Ignore the dwarf. Open this chest to get a weapon I will probably be using for a little while until I find something more suitable. The greatsword. And then open this up. This has a trap. If it's poison, roll away. If it's the gray smoke with the arrows, put your shield up. Now, what are my current stats at? I have enough to wield. Excellent. I have enough to wield the greatsword with 2 hands, because when you 2-hand a weapon, it gives your strength 1.2. At 1.2 or 1.5, 1.5 increases your strength. We're gonna use this for a bit. I won't use it for the whole playthrough.
I, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want.
Guys.
With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
Gavlan cares for nothing but wheeling and dealing. In here we got a really good ring that increases your poise. Poison arrows, which I am actually going to purchase some. Yep, I'm going to purchase a whole lot. He has a lot of poison stuff. It's all very good, very useful. And he is the selling merchant in the game. So all of these extra weapons, these double weapons that I have, I'm just going to go ahead and dump them. I don't have many, so this will not take long. I got an extra halberd. And yeah, that's it. I'm sure I have some in armor. Oh my god, look at all these hollow soldier helms. Get out of my inventory. I don't need you. I don't need you anymore. And you can sell any of this stuff. And it's pretty good if you need extra souls.
Gavlan will.
I forgot. Don't bother talking to him.
Many deal, many thanks.
Gavlan's special. Once you do that once, he's going to disappear from this place. So if you have anything to sell, do it now, because we're not going to see him again for a while. Gavlan needs to go wheel and deal somewhere else. Now follow along this cliff edge right here. I think this is one of the places where the Darkstalkers will hide. Now this weapon I'm using has a longer swing. Actually, it does the same damage as my hide sword. Never mind. I'm guessing if it's upgraded, it'll be better, but right now, not so much. Okay. Aw, you oily bastard. Look at me. I am slick right now. I am slip and slide. I didn't miss anything down below, did I? You can actually wash the oil off in water. So, you know, if you're close to a source of water, when you get oil, just go roll in it. Get rid of it, because you don't want to blow up. Come up here. You can pull this lever, but I want to show you something that you can do as well. You can shoot the bell with an arrow from anywhere out here, and it will call the ship. Pulling the lever will have the same effect. Calling the ship in is important. We have to do it to get to the boss. Go ahead and grab a life gem. I'm gonna drop down this series of things. Ding, 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 ding. Weakness, weakness, weakness. Oh, right, there are dark stalkers down here. Dark stalkers. Do I have any? I don't. Okay. Oh, Jesus! I don't want to die. 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 I don't want to die! Shit! Hey, what's up, guys? I heard you like lights, so I brought you some. I hope you don't mind. Ah! You can backstab them, by the way. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that motion he did right there means he don't give a shit about my torch no more. So, I don't need it to kill you, idiot. Alright, take that out. That was dumb, but now I got a fat load of souls because I had to run through it twice, so. There is a shiny side to this coin. Come on down here and go through this building first. Absolutely. Total wholehearted recommendation here. Walk across and hit A on this wall. It is an illusion, this wall. Whack. Grab yourself a couple of treasure chests. Firebomb. I didn't whack this chest. What if I had gotten eaten? A large titanite shard. Excellent. Now go on up. This guy's ass. You big palooka. More Varangian cuffs. If only Gavlan was still here. No, nothing out there, but this will open up a shortcut. And right here, this sign is Lucatiel of Mira. Now, oddly enough, I'm actually going to summon Lucatiel because there are certain NPCs in this game, and bringing them, they each have 4 boss fights that they can be summoned on. Bringing them to 3 of the 4 boss fights and having them survive the battle will give you, they'll end up giving you their armor and their weapon. You can get it by force, but I'd rather go through it and show you the dialogue, which means I will be summoning for some of these fights. But rest assured, I'm pretty sure you all know that I'm capable of doing it alone. Now, these pots are filled with poison, so unless you have a longer weapon than I do, there's no easy way to break them without getting poisoned. Grab an Estus Flash Shard, hugely important. And this wall looks like an illusionary wall, but you can't hit A on it. You just break it for some reason. Crystal Lizard waiting in there to get murdered with some shards. Nothing in there. Just a couple of skeletons in here just chilling. Like the wall was built around them. Royal Soldier's Ring is stupid good. It gives you an increased equipment load. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And then we're going to try out this Drang Lake armor for a bit. Oh, shoot. I got to switch this out. There we go. Now we're looking pretty fly. We got some fatter armor on. We got a cape. Grab a bunch of nice little consumables in there. And now we got to break this without getting poisoned. It's really difficult. You want to hit it with the very edge of your attack range. Ah. Well, it happens. Now, I can use my Monastery Charm. That will cure the poison, although it is still on my clothes, and that will slowly poison me. It will not, I'm sure it will not reach 100% by the time it could. I can also just go wash it off in the water. Now, these torches are very well placed. Every time you see them, that means there's probably some Darkstalkers nearby. Because if you go down here, we got a couple more of them living in this little shack. Beat the hell from them. That's right. You look afraid. Fear the light. I am light itself. That's right. If you light up the big torch, they'll just hide in this house. It's really not a huge change. Come down here. Grab that. And then see this guy. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm sneaky in the water. Shut up! You aren't that at all. Now, there's a very good reason I haven't summoned Lucatiel yet. And it's because she, I don't want her to fight these with me. I want to take care of this myself. And just give, oh shit! Be careful you don't use your forward momentum and fall off. She'll end up falling off the docks relatively easily when she's fighting. So I'm just going to make sure she has a clear path, doesn't kill herself. You know, all good things. Now come on down this other dock, and we will meet a new friend. This guy is the reason I leveled my intelligence to 8. He will not interact with you if you do not have it at 8.
I sense power. Very well. From this day, you shall be my new pupil. I am Carillion. Carillion of the Fold. Surely you've heard the name. Now, do not be afraid. Let us explore the limits of sorcery.
Alright, so he is your sorcerer trainer. He also gives you some pyromancy stuff as well. He has a staff, he has some rings, some other things, and then a boatload of nice spells. Really good stuff.
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery, even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil. Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to mastery. The forces of magic, it is...
Okay, so he's not going to say a whole lot.
You never...
But after this...
One day my teachings will save you.
He will move to Majula. I think. You better move to Majula. If you're not at Majula when I get back, man, I'm going to be upset. Now, one thing, I just want to point this out. This is a personal thing. I think the Drain Lake armor looks really cool from behind. It looks a little fat from the front. It looks good from behind, but I feel a little tubby when I wear it. You know? I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I feel like that's the case with a fair amount of armors in this game. I just feel fat. I'm a fatty. I run up here and turn left immediately. The ship fight can get really chaotic if you're not careful. Put this guy down. You're going to get charged by these two coming from the lower deck, and across from me directly is another archer. So staying up here, actually the mast of the ship will give you cover. Also, if you don't kill any of the enemies I killed on the way in here, they will follow you. So, yeah. This ship can become pretty complex, especially when you add the enemies that can appear in New Game Plus. I am going to go summon Lucatiel and bring her to the ship. I will be back. Or I could just fall in the water! Ah! Okay, now that I have Lucatiel safely on the ship, we're going to head below deck. Everything's dead except for the boss now. Before we go in, I'm just going to top myself off. Lucatiel and I will be taking on this boss together. Let's go. The Flexile Sentry is not a hard fight, especially if you stay on the mace side. It's a very cool looking design. I'm going to stay on the sword side for a bit because I want you to see some of its attacks. Now, what is important is that I do not let Lucatiel die during this. but she has a fair amount of health. I think she'll make it. The other side is currently fighting with Lucatiel, so I'm not taking any hits. This fight is really easy. I'm going to make it look even easier because I have a summon, but rest assured, you're not going to have a hard time with this. This is with a fair amount of extra health because I have a summon, and we're still just slaughtering this thing like it's nothing. In the future, I will be carrying the red eye ring, so the game will, or the bosses will have higher aggro towards me, and they will ignore my compatriots. A couple things about that fight. Stay on the mace side. That was a really, really bad example. I apologize. That won't happen in the future. Stay on the mace side. It's easier to dodge from my experience. And in addition to that, if you take too long with the fight, the room will start to fill up with water. And on a different note, totally unrelated, or something you don't have to worry about, that fight is totally different on New Game Plus. It's a lot harder. I enjoy it. Find a pyromancy flame in there. That's a big deal. And then we examine this. Make sure you open the chest first, otherwise you're going to have to come back here. Doing this will also make Carhillion move to Majula. We have sailed across the seas, or actually more like down the shore. Really, didn't go that far, honestly. Didn't even need to. If I'm being totally transparent. And we find ourselves, once again, this is the second time we've come here. Now, there is an item that I'm going to have to grab. Just a couple more things to do before we are done here. Because when you're going up, you can see there is an item right there. Getting it requires you to to set the elevator going, jump out of it at the top, and then hop onto the top of the elevator. So I'll show you how to do that right now, and I'll grab the item. Hit the button, roll out, wait, jump on, profit, easy. You're gonna do some weird hopping here for no particular reason. I don't think they really thought that one through. That's okay. They put the secret there, and they're like, "Should we test it?" Nah. Jump on out. Grab a scimitar and repair powder, which is awesome, by the way. And then go on back up. I'll meet you there. Once we reach the top, you don't have to call the elevator down like I just accidentally did. Grab an item from this guy right here. Don't fall in the pit now that there's no elevator there to keep that from happening. Come up this way. Check the doors on your sides just in case they're open. I actually don't remember which ones are open. In here we'll find an item. The common fruit. You might hear some snoring or moaning from various dying things. And right here we'll find ourselves a bonfire. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you next time. I'm done with you people. Alright, so I'm recording this a couple days after I recorded the episode, the original episode, all the rest of the content. This is my other character, my personal character, and this area is currently on New Game Plus with Bonfire aesthetics. So this fight should be interesting. The reason I'm doing this is because summoning Lucatiel made the fight extremely easy and really not helpful at all. So I'm going to attempt to show you everything about the fight on this character. The only thing is, mechanics do change with New Game Plus on this fight. There's going to be 2 additional enemies in here that are not in regular game, and they will probably kill me right now, so here we go. Screw it. YOLO, right? Now these guys are a huge pain in the ass. But I got one, pretty easy, but look how quick they are. Oh my god. Okay, I got him. You're going to want to, if you're doing this on New Game Plus, you're going to want to rush in and just slap those guys down. I actually got a drop from one of them, which is great. One of their daggers. Not quite what I wanted, but that's fine. Alright, so now I can focus on the Flexile Sentry now that I've gone out of that. This boss is really easy on his own, obviously. Stay on his mace side, and he will almost never hit you. I don't recommend blocking his mace side if you're using a shield. He has some good reach on some of his attacks, but for the most part, he is not that hard. That's usually a 3-part swing, so once he does that 3rd part, you can obviously go in. He has a nice varied range of attacks, but he's not tough enough. He does not have a lot of health at all if you fight him on regular. And I'm using my weaker weapon just to prolong the fight and show you guys a little bit more about it. Once I get him to half health, I will swing, or I'll flip over to the sword side so you can see some of the moves over there. He does have some cool stuff. He's not really doing any of it, which is typical. Typical ass boss fights in Dark Souls. Never let me show him off. I'm not going to tell you what kind of armor I'm wearing right now. I know some of you are probably like, wow, your character looks really badass. How do I do that? Because, you know, I am the best. Switch over to the sword side. Sword side's a lot flashier, I feel. There's some really cool stuff this side does. Honestly, there's like this super spinny move he does. There it is! Alright, dude. How is that not the coolest? Come on. Such a cool attack. That was the one attack that instantly gave me respect for this boss as like as a design choice. It was just so cool. It caught me so off guard and it hit me right in the face the first time. But essentially, he is I find this boss extremely easy. I don't have a lot of advice for it. I know some people who do not find this boss easy, and to which I say just stay on the mace side and use the pole in the center if you need to heal. Just get him on the other side of it, and you can get a heal off without any real issues. He'll switch sides on you sometimes like this. Big deal. Makes life easy for you by going on the mace side. And now I'm going to switch to my other weapon. Hello! Great sword. Now you can actually see it not suck. Let's see how much damage I can get this thing to do. Oh, well, if I die, I guess I won't get to show you, huh? If I die, I've already shown you the mechanics. I'll just switch to the other one. Ha! Oh. I almost don't want to kill him. In fact, I still want to get the shadow set on this character, and I don't want to use any more bonfire aesthetics. So, hit me! What? You right over me. Hit me! Hit me!